Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So please watch this video till end. Okay, I'm not feeling well, still I'm conducting this mock interview. So I need your support. Okay, so you can check out all mock interviews. Okay, this is the Devops mock interview day 1112. Okay, and we have already completed one level mock interviews. Go through that all mock interviews and right, sorry if I in between if I stuck because I'm not feeling well. If you want to check all mock interviews, I will guide you. So go to your incognito tab. Not okay. Just go to your YouTube search. Sorry, in your mobile or in your laptop. Okay, when you go to your YouTube search, search for Devops. Okay, space EASY. Easy. Enter. Yes, you can see. You will get some advertisements. Ignore it. Just click on this. So if you see the description, if you are looking for live training, okay, or if you want to purchase my DevOps real-time recording, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, 8500 So yeah, this is Power DevOps engineer working in a MNC company. So you can go to the playlist section. So if you want to see the DevOps batch 1 demo, click on this. You can check the demo. If you want to see the DevOps batch 2 demo, you can click on this. So DevOps batch 3 also I'm going to start. Okay, to enroll for DevOps batch 3, what you need to do, you just need to ping me on WhatsApp, and this is the tools, right, which we are going to cover. Right, Git, Jenkins, Terraform, AWS Cloud, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, and right, 5 to 7 or 10 real-time projects. And you will get a class calendar as well. So this is the batch 2 class calendar. Batch 3 will be updated. Okay, Monday to Friday you will be having a classes from morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Indian time. Daily 1 hour you will be having class. Saturday and Sunday you will be having a holiday. Okay, when the tool will starts, when the tool will ends, everything will be crystal clearly shared. Okay, so if you want to check out tool-wise interview questions, so you can check it out. Okay, Git, Ansible, Terraform, Kubernetes, Docker. If you want to see all mock interviews, right, 111. So DevOps interview question and answers. So you can view full playlist. Okay, so if you are struggling to get a job, so click on this. Okay, try to watch this video. Okay, let me show you.
Hey, still thinking about joining the 30-day Python using AI bootcamp by AI for Techies? So what if in 30 days you could go from knowing nothing about Python to actually building apps and websites from scratch?
Yeah, hi Sat. If you want to support my channel, okay, whenever you get any advertisements, you can watch that advertisement completely end. Okay, and okay, I don't want to promote myself, so you can increase the playback speed. Okay, so if you don't have time, right, make it 1.5. Okay, watch the mock interview, right, within 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, mock will be completed. Okay, uh, this is what about quality. You can watch up to 1080p. So this is the latest mock interview. Let me click on this.
Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video.
Okay, if you go to settings, so if you see audio track, you can watch my video in different 9 languages, right? If you don't understand English, if you are from north side, right, you can right, if you are from other country, choose this. If you are from north, you can choose Hindi. Okay, so I will close this. I will close this also. So today mock interview we will going to conduct. Let's wait for few minutes. Okay, my students will join. Yeah, hi Arun, good morning, thank you so much for joining. Do you want to introduce yourself? I think no one is interested to
Sure,
join
Pawan.
mock interview. They need to cry by seeing
Okay,
you.
I will
You need to crack.
definitely. I'm trying my best, Vivek. Okay,
Okay.
Pawan, I will introduce myself. So, hi, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Arun, a DevOps engineer with 4 years of experience. My core focus has been on streamlining application delivery through design, implementation, and management of CI/CD pipelines and infrastructure management. Uh, in my previous role, I was responsible for building a robust CI/CD pipelines using tools like Jenkins, Git, and Argo CD. I also have a significant experience in the containerization and orchestration using tools like Docker and Kubernetes. For infrastructure management, I have extensively used Terraform for infrastructure as a code and Ansible for configuration management. Furthermore, I am proficient in monitoring and observability with Prometheus and Grafana, which has been crucial for ensuring the system reliability and its performance. Throughout my career, I have also gained hands-on experience with the key AWS resources like EC2 and EKS for compute, S3, EBS for storage, databases, and networking services like VPC, Subnet, and Route 53, and for the security, IAM, and WAF. I'm genuinely enthusiastic about the opportunity to contribute my expertise to your team and drive continuous improvement in development and operation processes. Thank you once again.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your introduction. So I will share my screen. So today major focus will be on Git.
Okay.
I will share my screen. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, Tom.
Okay. How do you undo the last commit but keep the changes?
Using, I would use Git reset soft and the commit ID. So this way we can go back to the previous commit, keeping the changes.
Okay. How do you undo a commit and discard the changes permanently?
So for this, I would use the hard reset. So
What
Git
is the command?
reset, Git reset hyphen hard and commit ID.
How do you remove a file from the Git history? This is a little bit tricky, I know.
Yes.
How do you swash the last three commits into one? How do you swash the last three commits into one?
Yes, we have a squash command using which we do that. No, cannot remember the exact steps to do it.
We need to use interactive rebase.
Yes.
How do you resolve a merge conflict in Git?
So
How do you revert a specific commit without affecting other commits? How do you revert a specific commit without affecting other commits?
using git revert command and the commit ID, we can go to the specific commit
How do you find the commit that introduced a bug?
using the bisect command, git bisect. So this way we can find it.
How do you create and track a new branch? How do you create and track a new branch?
You create the branch using the command git branch hyphen b branch name and starting adding the files.
How do you delete a remote branch?
A git remote delete hyphen d branch name.
Git push.
Yes, good git push.
How do you push a local branch to a remote repository? How do you push a local branch to a remote repository?
Git push origin slash branch name.
How do you configure Git to ignore certain files?
So open the dot git ignore file and add the file name or path of the file. This way we can ignore.
How do you stash changes and apply them later?
Using the stash command, git stash a file name. This will temporarily stash it, and when you want to unstash it, you use the unstash. So it will come to the staging.
How do you see who modified a specific line in a file? How do you create a
Using the
patch?
git log,
How do you create a patch from a commit? How do you apply a patch in Git? How do you fetch changes from remote but not merge them? How do you fetch changes from remote but not merge them?
using a git fetch command that will download the changes locally. But after, if you want to merge, you will use the commit.
How do you rebase your feature branch with the latest main branch? How do you rebase your feature branch with the latest main branch?
Somewhere related to git rebase command. I'm not sure the exact steps.
How do you rebase your feature branch with the latest main branch? So you will come to your main branch. There you will enter git rebase branch name, nothing but feature branch name. Then automatically you will get the changes to the latest main branch, right? Simple question.
Yes, in sequential order. Okay.
How do you tag a commit and push the tag? How do you tag a commit and push the tag? How do you tag the commit and push the tag? So how do you view a git log as a graph? So how do you clone only a specific branch from a repository? So shall we
Git.
continue? Few more questions are there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, how do you clone only a specific branch from a repository?
Git clone URL and branch name.
How do you rename a local branch in Git? How do you rename a local branch in Git? How do you handle a detached head state in Git? How do you handle a detached head state in Git? How do you cherry pick a commit from another branch? How do you cherry pick a commit from another branch?
You will first go to the branch where you want to cherry pick, uh, and using the cherry pick command, git cherry pick and the commit ID will bring only the respective commit to this branch.
How do you track a remote branch that wasn't tracked before? How do you track a remote branch that wasn't tracked before?
Git add dot.
Remote branch, not local branch. How do you configure your name and email globally for Git? How do you configure your name and email globally for Git?
Using git config.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, using git config, we can enter the credential, username and password.
No, we will not enter username and password. Git config global user.name. Git config global user.email. This one simple thing, right? Then only right you
Yes,
can able to commit.
correct.
Yeah, shall we check the answers?
Yes, please.
So how do you undo the last commit but keep the changes? So git reset from soft head, you need to give the commit number. So this removes the commit but retain the changes in the staging area.
Yes.
How do you undo a commit and discard the changes permanently? So git reset hard head and the commit number. So how do you remove a file from a git history? So you need to use filter branch. So this is a long command
Yes.
which you need to use. How do you smash the last three commits into one? Git rebase minus I head, right, from which commit you want to go to that particular commit. So change the second and third commit to swash. So whenever you enter this a notepad, nothing but a editor will be come, right there. You need to
Yes.
edit it and you need to make it swash. How to resolve a merge conflict in git? Simple question, but you cannot able to answer. Open the conflicted file and manually edit. Okay, stage the result files, git add, git commit. That's it, simple. This is very important question, and we have in the
Yes.
multiple interviews, multiple mock
Yes.
interviews I have called. I have asked you, how do you revert
Yes.
a specific commit without affecting other commit? Git revert commit hash. How do you find the commit that introduces a bug? Git bisects start, git bisects bad, git bisect good. How do you create a track in a new branch? Git checkout minus b new branch name. How do you delete a remote branch? Git push origin ffn delete branch name. How do you push your local branch to a remote repository? Git push origin branch name. How do you configure git to ignore certain files? So add those files or patterns to a .git ignore file. How do stash changes? Git stash. How do you apply changes? Git stash apply. So you said git stash file name. It's wrong. How do you
Okay.
see who modified a specific line in a file? Git blame file name. How do you create a patch from a commit? Git format patch -1 commit hash. How do you apply a patch? Git apply patch file. How do you fetch changes from a remote but not merge them? Git fetch origin. How do you rebase your feature branch? So git checkout feature branch, then git fetch origin. How do you rebase your feature branch with the latest main branch? Okay, so into your feature branch you want to get the latest main branch changes. So first you will go to your feature branch. Yes, then after you will fetch the main branch. How do you tag a commit and push the tag? So you will use git tag and tag version and commit hash. Then after you can push, push that. How do you view a git log as a graph? So git log from online, from graph, from all. So you will see the logs in graphical format. How do you clone only a specific branch from a repository? Git clone from branch name, from single branch, repo URL. So how do you rename your local branch? Git branch -m branch name. So if you are on your current branch, if you want to do for a different branch, git branch -m, okay, old name and the new name. How do you handle a detached head state? So if you went to detached head state, just you can come back to your branch, git checkout -b branch name. So this saves your changes in the new branch. So -b new branch ultimate, you can create your new branch. It will come to the new branch. How do you cherry pick a commit from another branch? Okay, git check out your branch and git cherry pick commit hash. How do you track a remote branch that wasn't tracked before? So git check out and track, sorry, origin slash branch name. So this links your local branch with the remote one. So how do you configure your name and email globally for git? Git configure from global user.name, git configure from global user.email, your username and your email.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, whoever watching this video on YouTube, please like this video so that we will continue mocks like this. I will stop the recording.